All right, welcome everybody. We're looking at Beurax. I had about $40,000 and they stopped paying withdrawals, and then some shenanigans appeared and we're wondering, are they exit scamming us? I mean, if you've been around the block a few times, that would be an obvious conclusion, but we're hopeful, we're positive. I'm here to kind of update you guys on what's going on. Before I begin, first of all, this is March 2nd update. I did an update on March 1st. And I didn't load it till earlier today, but I'm going to try to get this one out today to kind of give you an up to the minute report on what's still confusing about some of the things they did, what we've learned, and what we're looking for that should kind of unfold. Be sure to subscribe to my video if you want my next update. I'll do another one tomorrow because we're going to know a lot more. Like, for example, this 0.25 ETH that I've had added down here in the bottom section, right, from my previous investments that I'm supposed to be able to take out right now, but can't because of the new shenanigans. So, can I invest this? I tried to invest it, to reinvest it yesterday in my video, could not do it. I'm assuming I can do it up here when I have 0.3 ETH. So we're going to test that tomorrow. These are the new Agio swaps that they added, 5.2%. They're saying they can pay per day, that you can get your principal back in 10 days. Extremely high returns, extremely hard to believe they're going to be able to do that. A lot of us in our inner circle believe on day 9 or day 10, they're going to exit scam and run off with anybody's money that people added to all of this. I do not recommend, until we see more verification that they're not exit scamming, I do not recommend people add more of their own funds to this. Certainly go ahead and reinvest what you can. But again, as of right now, I don't have 0.3 ETH in my reinvestment kitty. I'm assuming this is an exit scam, and they're thinking that someone like me is going to go ahead and add a little bit of ETH to this to get that 5.2% return and think, what the heck, I'll just throw a little bit more in. And they got so many people in their network that want this to work, that really believed in it while it was paying. And people might be putting more funds into it. I know some are, because even against my warnings, people in my team have enrolled some new people, and I got a little commissions off that. I do not recommend anybody enroll anybody right now. It's super sketchy. But again, I'll be on the positive side and say, regardless of the sketchiness, if they can prove that this is something they can pull out of and they're going to pay the way they're supposed to. Hard to believe these kinds of returns, 5.2%, the way they're doing the shenanigans, not fulfilling what they've already promised. Very unlikely. Remember that. And always remember, guys, these are always high risk. They're designed to not be sustainable. High risk, high yield programs, I was saying this the whole time, are designed to collapse in the end. And when they collapse, they run off with everybody's funds. It's just a matter of when. And that's why when somebody brought me this opportunity a week before it launched, I said, no, I don't want to do it, because I don't want to lead the charge on these things. And I kept saying to the market, these are dangerous, don't do them. But half of my own community was doing them anyway, regardless. And most of them weren't getting the big fat warning label that I put on it. And then they were even in higher risk ones. So I decided, if you can't beat them, join them. I don't want to be irrelevant in the market if the entire market's moving a certain direction. I'm a marketer. I don't dictate the market. I get into the income stream of what's happening. And I felt I could provide some value if I was going to get into the income stream by being the loudest and noisiest about how risky they are. And I like passive as much as anybody. Like I said, I put 0.35 Bitcoin into this. I put 15 ETH into this, about $40,000. I didn't get a lot of my money back. I knew the risk, though. And I always tell everybody, and I encouraged everybody not to get into these unless they're already in one and already understand those risks and want to diversify, but not put more of their own funds into it. And there were some other little suggestions that I made to minimize risks if you're going to participate in these high risk programs. Okay, so with all that said, what are we looking at here? Well, hopefully tomorrow I should have accumulated enough down here to test out this Agio swap and put 0.3 into it. But something that's interesting, and we've got a network of people that I'm surrounded with. And by the way, if you want to get plugged into our support group about this as we're navigating this for the rest of the month and get reports from the community, and benefit from everybody's up to the minute reports on this, let me know. I'll add you into our support group. So for example, Jason and Jeremy, we got a chat here that you could be benefiting from. It was interesting. Jeremy just said, all of a sudden have a new swap. I never started one. Seems some of my commissions were added right into a new swap. I had not started to withdraw nor added funds since the changes. So some commissions must have been auto swapped. He's asking that question. He's kind of baffled. So he's saying it sounds like that when he got to like 0.3 Ethereum or something in here, it automatically put it into, this Agio swap. That's what I'm understanding that he said. So we'll see. So tomorrow when I report to you, this will have went over the 0.3 threshold. We'll see if that will have automatically activated a swap. Are they going to force me into that, against my will? That will be interesting and pretty shady. Or, I can't withdraw it, it says, until April 1st, right? That's what they had announced. Or will I manually be able to just do the Agio swap when it's over 0.3? Again, up till now, I can't do any of the other ones. I'm not able to put it into, like, if I go to make a deposit and I go to commodity swaps, it doesn't let, see how it says 000 up here? It's pulling from the new balance, not the balance of all the funds I already put in there. So if I come down here, you'd think, well, I'd be able to do maybe this compensation swap or something, because this one you only need 0.03 ETH. But of course, this is drawing from here, not from, the actual funds I put in there and that I've been collecting returns on, which is represented right here, that they're saying I can't withdraw till April 1st. So again, being that this is on the same page as these new swaps right here, I'm assuming when this is over 0.3 ETH, I'm going to be able to do an Agio swap at 5.2% per day, which is crazy. That's supposed to, return after 10 days. I guess that's when you get your principal back. We'll see. Hey, maybe if Bitcoin and Ethereum skyrocket, they're going to be able to make enough from whatever they got in play right now that they're trading and playing with to continue this further. Just understand, someday, somewhere, if it's not soon, this thing will collapse in the same way. That's what they all do. These are high risk, high yield programs. You can play in them, but never do it ignorantly. It's kind of like walking into a casino. You're going to walk out with nothing if you stay there long enough. And that's the same case with these kinds of programs. If you're promoting them, I hope you're saying that, because that's the reality of these type of programs. Anyway, we'll see. Tomorrow I'll give you an update. We'll see when this is over 0.3, because I'm still collecting, funds being added to this from my previous investments. Again, I'm supposed to be able to, according to the old rules, withdraw that every day, or reinvest it into any of these that I would want to, if I have enough if I've met the threshold. But it's not letting me do that. And they said in their recent letter, they're not going to let you withdraw till April 1st. I thought I was going to be able to use this to put it into, some of the other deposits, but I can't. But being that it's on the same page as this page, as I was saying earlier, let's see tomorrow. I'll do another update. I'll let you know when this is over 0.3. I'll let you know, am I able to do this? And then it's kind of weird. Let's see if Jeremy is right. He's saying he had like some kind of swap automatically done that he didn't purchase. And he's not talking about the compensation swaps from a withdrawal that he requested. He's saying, like, it looks like something was just snatched out of here and put into there. Let's see if it does that. I'll update you tomorrow. That would be a weird shenanigan. That wasn't in their letter. So we'll see. And then I did get my returns here, my daily return for BTC. Now today's Tuesday. I don't think I got that yesterday, which is weird. So there was a missing one. But nonetheless, I got the one today, 0.005. That's my daily return on BTC, because I just put like 0.35 or something like that BTC in there just the other day, right before it all stopped working the way it's supposed to. So I'll also be able to test this tomorrow, because when I get the next one, that will be 0.01 or above that. And this, I'll be able to test doing this Agio swap. So I'll let you know tomorrow. Again, tick the bell on my YouTube and subscribe, and I'll be able to you'll get the notification when I do tomorrow's update. Also, look below this video is a link to my Facebook Messenger. If you click that and say, hey, Mike, I'd like to be added to your community to get updated on stuff, because there's other stuff that we're learning. Let's see what Jason said here. He goes, all commissions from referrals are definitely available. So I had asked him a question of, because yesterday when I did my video, we were confused. I had some ETH end up here. And we were assuming that it was from referrals, but some of the referrals should have been paid in USD. Some of the referrals should have been paid in BTC, because that's what they had put in, right? And that's the way it used to work. If somebody downline to you referred somebody and the person they referred invested USD or BTC, it would end up here, your commissions. But it's been all adding up into ETH, and that's what that's the benefit of getting added to our community. So reach out to me at the link below. You're going to learn all these things. But as we navigate this for the next couple of weeks or next few days or whenever, however far this is going to go from here, he was saying all commissions from referrals are definitely available. Everything appears as ETH. So regardless of how the commission came in, it gets transferred into ETH. And so if you are getting referral commissions, it's going to add up over here. I did do a withdraw on that, by the way. That's why it says 000. If we go to, I did that yesterday, or no, early this morning. So if we go to withdrawal history, I was able to withdraw a lot. I only joined like a little over 3 weeks ago, and I did successfully withdraw over 10,000 US. I only withdrew like 0.007 Bitcoin because I was just reinvesting most of that. And then Ethereum, I was almost able to withdraw a total of 5 Ethereum, not nearly as much as I have total in here right now, but I did do, there's pages and pages of successful withdrawals if I go way back here. But then, as you guys know, the shenanigans started the other day. They sent out a letter with an explanation, a little bit shady, and you see that all these were rejected. And apparently these were put into, and they said in their letter that they would, these were put into compensation swaps that I can't take out or have access to for 20 days, and I won't receive even the reinvestment the daily returns for 20 days. We'll see if I ever see that. And then you can see I did a request for a withdrawal today. Let's see, this says March 2nd, 0.0517 ETH. And as you can see, I did not get it yet. We got the little ticker. People have reported in the community that they have gotten these. Let's finish reading what Jason said here. He goes, I ran the numbers. It's all there in my account. So he was saying any commissions that you get will end up as ETH in that top corner, which you're supposed to be able to withdraw, although mine hasn't been received yet. Maybe I will. He goes, it might be a few hours, even several are delayed. So he's saying it might take time for it to show up, but it will. And then Jason says, so he goes, are you able to withdraw from people's commissions? I was able to do a second withdrawal this morning, and this was on March 2nd. That will go through late tonight, early morning. So he didn't get his yet either. So his is kind of in the same situation that mine's in right now, where it's showing this little ticker symbol for this withdrawal. So I'll report tomorrow in tomorrow's update. Do I get that withdrawal? Are they going to actually send it to me? We've been having people in the community go, let us know that they have been getting some withdrawals. So I'll keep you posted. But it sounds like not everybody's getting them very quickly. We'll know more tomorrow because I'm going to check back in with you, and I'll let you know if I actually received that withdrawal request, which apparently came from commissions. Okay, so if you click the link below and say, hey, Mike, I'm in Beurax, even if you're not in my team, let me know if you're my team or not. Even if you're not in my team, I'll add you to the support group if you ask me to, so you can keep posted on what's going on, because it's really helpful to have everybody like asking and answering questions here. Sherry said, if you have a deposit ready to maturity, just let it sit there. I gave some audio answers. There's a lot of updates that people gave today. Let me scroll down here a little bit. So Joy says, good morning. So I had 1 ETH that was on the last day of my deposit yesterday. As of this morning, it has disappeared from my deposit section. So she had, 1 ETH that she was supposed to get back, like it had almost matured. And she goes, it's not showing up anywhere. Here are some screenshots. There is one more maturing tomorrow. So we're having some issues seeing when contracts have matured that you had in before, like we're not seeing that money be returned. And so, we're keeping an eye on that. I'll keep you guys posted tomorrow. I have one maturing in 2 days. So, and I'll come back to the support group because you'll learn a lot there with what has been communicated there lately. Let me go to my deposits. I'm going to update you also tomorrow on, let's see, where do I go? My deposits. I have one maturing in 2 days, I believe it is, 1 day. So tomorrow I'm supposed to get 3 ETH back, right? Because I did a 20-day daily return swap. And in 1 day, I'm supposed to get that back. And I got a whole bunch of them that end in 2 days. People are saying they're not seeing themselves getting that back. It's not coming back. They're not getting it back. So I'll report on that tomorrow as well. So I've got lots to report on tomorrow. I'm going to let you know, do I get that back? Do I get it returned? Where does it show up? Does it show up? Is that going to show up here? Is it going to, where I can use it and withdraw it now? Probably not. Is it going to show up down here where I think I'm able to then reinvest it here? We'll find out. People are saying they're not seeing it show up anywhere. And then when this gets to 0.3, which it will tomorrow, am I able to reinvest it into this? I should be able to. And then I should be able to also reinvest this. I'll show you that tomorrow. And my withdrawal, is that going to go through? I requested it this morning, but I haven't received it yet. I'll let you know if I receive it tomorrow. So these are the kinds of things that are going on that are still in question. It's all shady, no matter how you look at it. But, you know, again, if the market takes off and goes up, it's possible they're going to be able to pull out of this nosedive. We don't know what their plans are. You can never know. Whenever you're handing your crypto or funds over to anybody, these are the kinds of things that can happen. It's just the way it is. If you want to get added to the support group, I'm going to go over a few more things here because I think this has been helpful, this conversation this morning. Click on the link below my video. You'll go to my Facebook Messenger and say, hey, I'm in Beurax. I'd like to be added to the support group so I can stay up on what's going on from the community. You can ask questions in here. Let me know. I'll add you in here. So here's some other things. Jason had said it could take a little while to show up. So that's what he was saying, her missing ETH, you know, that had matured and was supposed to be sent back. He's saying it might just take time to show up. John says my half an ETH deposit, which matured 5 days ago, is still showing as an active deposit. So it was supposed to be sent back to him, right? And so it never was. So again, I have one maturing tomorrow, like I showed you. So I'm going to update you tomorrow what happens with mine. John says, I did 2 withdrawals this morning early, and one has shown up in my wallet and the other is still pending. So there's a little bit of good news, right? a little light on the subject of withdrawals. John did receive some money that he withdrawed this morning here on March 2nd. I'll let you know if I receive mine tomorrow in my next update. So lots of things there's something else that I do in here is I give you marketing content that you can post on your YouTube channel. If you're using it to build in another organization that we're with called Forsage. And I know a lot of you think of Forsage as old news, but I've actually used Forsage to generate a lot of crypto that I'm able to use to buy altcoins. And it's also where I got my ETH to, I put a small percentage of it into Beurax and some other high risk programs. So when I lose it, it's not a detriment because I make ETH here every day. 2 days ago, I made 9 more ETH. Yesterday, I made 3.2 ETH. I'll make more ETH with it today. And with this one, you're not risking your crypto. You're not handing it over to somebody like in these high risk programs like Beurax where they can run off with it. Here, you get paid directly into your wallet. Now, I know a lot of you have tried Forsage in the past, but we do it very differently. So if you have any questions and you want to hear how we're building Forsage, which is really different, we have a team building strategy where we help people massively to get it rolling. Reach out to me at the link below this video, go to my Facebook Messenger and say, hey, tell me more about how you guys are building Forsage because we're making tons of ETH. And this account here, 358 ETH I've made in just this account alone since August. Total made over 850 ETH between all my accounts and our team duplicating the same team building process that I'm using. Over 12,000 ETH in the first 3 months. Reach out to me and ask me about that because this is how you can generate a lot of ETH without risking it. And then you can have some to invest into altcoins. You can have some to invest into high yield programs without it coming out of your own pocket, generating a lot of ETH with this program. You guys can too. Reach out to me and ask me about it. And also reach out to me and ask me if you want to or tell me you've been in Beurax if you want to be added to the Beurax support group so you can stay updated on all of this stuff that we're doing, including, seeing how I market. I call it level 3 attraction marketing. And whether you're in our program or another one, you'll learn a lot just about how we're able to get so many people enrolled into programs by attracting the right people to us. Reach out to me at the link below if you want to learn about any of that. And I'll keep you posted tomorrow. We'll see. Am I able to invest this when it hits 0.3 into the Agio swap? Am I able to invest the Bitcoin because this is going to hit 0.01 and that's the minimum here tomorrow? Am I going to be able to get that darn withdrawal that I requested this morning? Someone got one. John received his. Mine's still got a little clock here. Tomorrow I'll update you on that and the other things that I mentioned. I got a deposit that I'm supposed to be getting tomorrow, right? I got a deposit that's maturing tomorrow. People are saying that they're not getting it back. It's not working the way it's supposed to. I'm supposed to get this 3 ETH back tomorrow because my 20-day contract is over. Will I get that back? Where will it end up if I do? Will it end up here? Probably not. It's probably going to end up down here if anywhere, but am I going to get it at all? Some people are reporting they're not. Those are the things I'll update you on tomorrow. If you're not subscribed to my channel, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified, and we'll keep you posted on those things and more.